Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. A lot is happening in the life of Peter Obi ever since he declared his intention to run for presidency come 2023 under the platform of Labour Party in Nigeria. Right now, Peter Obi, after one or two series of questions, I've decided to open up just a little bit for Nigerians to understand what he's going through, even in the hands of the government. And his DG, campaign manager, I'm talking about Okupe himself, I've decided to open up to reveal the three major things that the Nasarawa government did just to foil Peter Obi's campaign and his effort. This is really disheartening. In a moment, we're going to find out what they are, but before we do that, kindly subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Okay, let's start with what happened in Nasarawa. Then Peter Obi explain what the government is doing to him. Well, according to the news, the Director General of the Peter Obi Presidential Campaign Council, Okupe, has revealed the length to which the All Progressive Congress government in Nasarawa State went to frustrate the presidential campaign of Peter Obi in the state. Recall that Peter Obi and the Labour Party has started off the presidential campaign in Nasarawa State amid reactions that the turnout of the supporters was not as expected. Okupe, who was speaking to a reporter, revealed three things that the Nasarawa government did to make sure that their campaign did not receive the crowd that was expected. One of the reasons he stated was that the party could not get the final permit for the landing of Peter Obi's helicopter, and that they only got the permit on the morning of the campaign. He said, "You will not believe that we did not get the final permit for the landing of the helicopter of our principals until the morning of the rally." Secondly, he said that even though he sent a 22-member advance team to the venues for the rally, they could not do anything because among the different venues that they picked for the event, the government did not approve any. He revealed further that if not for the intervention of some high-level individuals in the state, the rally would not have even held. As to the third reason, he said that the third and the most crucial blow that the Nasarawa state government dealt them was that they declared a curfew on the eve of the rally and fixed environmental sanitation on the morning of the campaign. This is terrible. He said the master blow that they dealt us was that for the past 7 or 8 years, nobody has ever heard of environmental sanitation in Nasarawa state. But the government from nowhere on Thursday declared that Saturday is an environmental sanitation day. The Director General moved on to disclose that the people that were seen at the rally were people the party and support groups managed and struggled to get from around Lafia, the capital of Nasarawa state. According to him, 90% of the supporters of the Labour Party could not come to the rally because of lack of access. He said what he was saying was a statement of fact and not an allegation. This one is what happened. Let's find out what Peter Obi said that caught a lot of Nigerians' attention and made Nigerians very worried, not just about him now, but also his safety. Well, according to him, Peter Obi is no doubt one of the leading contestants in the forthcoming general elections. This has changed the face of the regular Nigerian political scene, as the top political parties do not fail to attack him at any slightest chance they get. Yesterday, Peter Obi held a Zoom meeting with all his support groups where he said he wanted to hear their complaints and opinions. Oh my God. Some of the support groups cried to him that the Central Bank of Nigeria had frozen their bank accounts, which was used for the obedient movement. Peter Obi then told them that if support groups could be treated this way, they should imagine what he goes through every day in their hands. This got many of his followers worried as they wondered what could he be going through behind the scenes. What are your thoughts? This is really worrisome, because one of the obedient supporters came online and had to tell Nigerians. They said, look, during the Zoom meeting with Peter Obi, some support groups complained bitterly about CBN freezing their bank accounts used for the obedient movement. Peter Obi said, if support groups can be treated like this, imagine what I go through daily in their hands. That hit me hard. A lot of Nigerians have been reacting to this, and we're going to see a few of the thoughts of Nigerians very quickly. Nigerians have been reacting generally. Some feel that it's looking for sympathy vote. Others feel that there's more to it than meets the eyes. I can assure you that Peter Obi is trying to be economical with a lot of things, especially what he's going through. It doesn't beat me because I also understand the fact that he tries to be as professional as he can be. While others throw personal insults, he tries as much as possible to keep his eyes on the ball. And you would agree with me that when it comes to the issues on ground, he discusses it. Don't forget that one of the people who really, escalated the issue of oil thefts in Nigeria and how oil bunkering, oil theft has really damaged, degraded our income level. It was actually Peter Obi. He escalated it, he screamed, he shouted it. Some persons in the corridor of power may not like that revelation, but then it got Nigerians thinking, if at this level the only revenue, the major revenue we have has been bastardized, then what then do we have going? Judging the fact that we have borrowed to a very high level. And now look at what Nasarawa State did. At some point the government actually did say that they didn't give them stadium, and even the smallest place they give them, they couldn't fill up the rally, which means we may likely in this government in this 2023 election we may likely be seeing hand twisting. Okay, it's not going to be new. Change come with a price. Okay, so don't expect it to be a ride in the park. A ride in the park is going to be tough. It's going to be hard. They'll bring it. Even at some point, I think sometime in the past, the likes of El-Rufai said, don't expect these elders, these politicians to hand the power over to you. You must fight for it. You must get it. You must struggle out this power. But El-Rufai in his heydays, he said this, and if we truly want change in this country, then we must really look out for it. But let's feel the pulse of Nigerians. Of course, Nigerians are talking about this very quickly. This one here says, whoever withheld and raises what belongs to a child, when his hand becomes weak, he will bring it down. Nigerian youth should save their future and that of our unborn children. We should emulate Kenya and vote in a vibrant and competent person. Obi is our best option now. Everybody who have ears, of course, recently, I think some few hours ago, really, Okupe, that's Ikenga, visited the president of Olusegun Obasanjo, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, the former president of Nigeria, and thanked him and told him not to stay aloof. We should intervene because, of course, judging the way this presidential election is going, they need stakeholders' intervention. We want the best hand, and we all know that except we all put our hands together, the result we will see will shock us to our bone marrow. So the youth must be vigilant, and everybody must follow their vote. Honestly, they need to follow their vote. This one here says, darkness will not want light to shine. Okay, normally. And that person here says, they will soon disappear as a party flag bearer. Who says? And that person here says, God is your strength. Even in Nasarawa State, you were denied a political venue. In Osun State, the outgoing governor denied Adeleke a stadium for his campaign. In Kenya and Malawi and so on, the same thing. Those that prosecute today will tomorrow come for friendship. Never mind, future will tell. Well, I guess that's where we're going to wrap it up. What's your take on this? You have seen the revelations given by Donye Okupe himself and even Peter Obi in a coded manner. I think we should, while we also do our campaign, a word or two of prayers for Peter Obi is necessary. Let's meet in the comment section. What's your take? Have a nice day.